First game in the NBA, first game as a King, starting off the bench as a rookie. I'm looking forward for the season. Hopefully we can do some damage and maybe win Rookie of the Year. But today we're playing against Houston Rockets at home, and we're going to have to try to stop Kevin Martin, as he one of the best shooters in the league with a nice step back right there. And I'm just enjoying his skill set on the bench, and we are going the other way as Marcus Thornton is going to post up DeMarcus Cousins on the block, and he's going to drive to the basket, gets fouled, and one. That was a tough layup, and I think it's time for me to get into a game and get some action as we are subbed in the 4-minute mark. I messed up the play, but I pass it to J.J. Hickson. He does a nice fadeaway, and I got my first assist of my career. Very excited. And my gear looks terrible. The shoes that I'm wearing, I'm going to change it after the game. I just wanted to see how they look in the Kings uniform, and they look terrible in my opinion. And right here I get a nice block, and we get a rebound, so we're going the other way. And I have a bad feeling about this matchup. For some reason, they were matching me against Terrence Williams for a majority of the game. He drives, does a nice sexy spin, and dunks all over J.J. Hickson. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. Just dunking all over J.J. Hickson and destroying his manhood while doing that. And the shot clock is winding down. For some reason, Marcus Thornton doesn't want to use my pick. He's going to jack up a shot, but J.J. Hickson is there to clean up as he gets a nice putback jam. However, that doesn't change the fact that he got dunked on by Terrence Williams. That was a nasty dunk, and J.J. might just have nightmares after that. So we're up by 11 early on, and I get a nice tip. We're sprinting down the court. Somehow Samuel Dalembert and Luis Scola catch up to me, so I dish it off to Francisco Garcia, and he gets an easy layup. And I'm doing a fairly decent job of playing, not really scoring. Didn't have a scoring opportunity yet. And Johnny Flynn, nice alley-oop pass to Luis Scola, nice backdoor play. And there's no way they're going to run the same play again, right? Wrong. They run the same play again, back to back, and I could not stop it as Patrick Patterson just screened me there. Couldn't do anything about it. And Luis Scola scores on an easy alley-oop again. That was a terrible defending on my part. And we're still winning, however, and I'm going to try to get my own, as I'm going to try to score in the post. Tyler Honeycutt, nice post to me, and I blow a layup as my rating is so low at this point that I cannot score an easy layup like that. And I'm posting up against Samuel Dalembert. Shot clock is winding down, and I get fouled, so I'm heading to the free throw line. Hopefully I can convert on these free throws. I have not upgraded my free throw rating, so it's fairly poor, but hopefully I can get good enough release to make it. And I get a 52 release, and I miss the shot, and the quarter is coming to an end, and they're going to run a post up for me towards the end against Samuel Dalembert. Let's see if I can score on him. Nice fadeaway. I missed the shot, but DeMarcus Cousins with a nice putback to finish the quarter.
Live from Power Balance Pavilion, you're watching 2K Sports.
And welcome everyone to this early season edition of HP at the Half. The Sacramento Kings ahead against Houston. The season's still young. They'd love to get above 500 with a win tonight. A fearsome defensive display so far. Looking at all those blocked shots just tells you everything you need to know about that first half. A big first half for J.J. Hickson. 13 points, just as important. He's been shooting with excellent efficiency. The Rockets have been plugging away. It's been a hard-fought game, but they've risen to the challenge, really showing what they're made of. A real nice contribution by Luis Scola, giving him a big lift. He's got 10 points, was also able to grab 7 rebounds. A look now at the two guys who put up some good numbers so far in tonight's outing.
I did not play until the fourth quarter, wasn't even in the game in the third, and Luis Scola, nice help defense as he blocks my attempt there, but we're still up, so I'm happy about that. And John Salmons with a ridiculous layup, but I'm there to tip the ball in. Gotta love those. And is that Dantas Montejunas, a rookie from Rockets who's playing overseas? But the reason I'm telling you is because I put him on my roster before I started my player. And look at this nice pump fake and scoop shot over Luis Scola. No chance of blocking that. So far, I'm having a fairly quiet game. Can't really score at this point, but I'm trying to do other things like rebounding and playing defense. As I get a rebound, we're running down the court. Jimmer is going to wait for me to get into the post against Luis Scola, and I have a chance to take advantage of my matchup as I do a hop step. Unfortunately, I force a bad shot, but Chuck Hayes is there to clean up the mess and gets an easy layup there. So we're winning by 28, and I believe this is going to be another play for me in the post against Patrick Patterson, and I'm going to try to take advantage of that as well. And I did not want to take that shot. I wanted to do a hook shot, but it made me do a tough layup, and I missed that shot. Another post-up opportunity. I fade away and miss, and my field goal just keeps going down, and Kyle Lowry with a shot from behind the line and drains the shot. And at this point, it doesn't really matter that he scored, but I'm going to try to get the ball and sprint down the court and try to score another bucket, as I am very desperate for scoring, and I get fouled. So I'm heading to the free throw line, and I'm going to try to take advantage of that. I hit my first free throw line, and by the way, I'm playing on Superstar, for those of you who are curious on what difficulty I am playing. And right here I hit my free throws, so we come out victorious. Unfortunately for me, I had a fairly quiet game, couldn't really score, but hopefully I can bounce back in my next game and take advantage of my opportunities. I did not do it in this game, and I have to change my gear. Oh my goodness, I look ugly. I need to take off the headband and wristband and change my shoe color because it does not match my jersey. So hopefully I can change that next game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you could see, I earned 3,000 skill points, and I show you my stats. And also stay tuned for the press conference later.
Tonight, you made your NBA debut coming off the bench. Were you hoping for more minutes, or was this still a successful beginning to your career?
Oh, it was a good start, no doubt. I'm still getting used to this team, learning how everyone plays, but Coach and my teammates have been great so far, and I already feel like I'm light years ahead of where I was at the beginning of training camp. I got plenty of room to improve, too, so I look at tonight's game like a small first step in what will hopefully be a long and successful career.